Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5 of the Make New York Red for the political process. So, we're currently the mayor of New York, and we've decided to go for governor of New York and see what improvements we can make for the entire state. So, we're in the primary and we're running against two Republicans, but they don't stand a chance based off the donations that they received. So it looks like our biggest threats are Carlos Garza, even though his donations don't amount to much of anything, but Brian Mandel is the biggest threat because he's raised $413,000, and currently we're at 1.9 million. So we're the favorite for now, but that may drop some. So we have to figure out how we're going to run our campaign. And let's see, we have our staff completely trained up. Um, really don't want to, but we probably need to open up some more field offices. So let's go to analysis and advice. All right, so it looks like we have more experience. Okay. So let's go to the schedule. Let's complete this, do all these different interviews to help our position. Even though right now I'm not worried about the Republican primary, I'm actually more worried about the general election. All right, so we have that done. Um, we're gonna have to kind of toy around with a couple things. So we really need to try to appeal more to independents. That's going to help us with the election. All right, so what's something strong for independence is education and the economy. So let's also go to metrics for the state. So economy and taxation and infrastructure are the weakest ones. All right, so let's get into our marketing campaign. And we're going to do the radio. And let's do one on economic growth. Ooh. Democrat enthusiasm plummeted. So let's try to make that up. We're gonna spend a lot more money on this. We're gonna have to try to gain that back. Alright, so there we are. Let's go to the next week. Alright, gasoline tax for the city. Increase taxes by $7 per person. Okay. So we'll sign that. Let's get back into campaign mode. Let's do the other interviews. Alright, and alright, so economic growth actually appeals more to Democrats and independents. Green New Deal, no one's really excited about that at all. And Republicans really like labor unions, and so do independents. Democrats aren't too fond of it. Alright, so let's do another radio ad. And let's go to taxes. Alright, so let's take a look. Alright, so we have 56%. Let's go to the next week. Let's do more interviews. Alright, so we have 41,000 that we gained. Let's check our opponent. So he has 1.2 million. And we have 3 million, so we're up ahead of him. But again, we're not sure how long that's going to last. He's the biggest threat. Alright, so let's go for the income gap. We can actually do that with alright, let's go to the next week. All right, increase eligibility rate from 21% of the poverty level to 23.5% of the poverty level. And we decrease the percentage of rent that the government pays from 30.5% down to 27%. We're going to support that. Let's get back to the campaign. All right, so economic growth is really strong, and income inequality is strong for Republicans and independents. Independents respond more to economic growth. So let's do our interviews. All right, so let's see. We could do our marketing. Um, all right, do economic growth. The general ad is less effective at influencing public opinion. All right. All right. So this should probably get a good response. Only slightly with Democrats. All right, so I'll do more interviews. All right, so we're pulling in less money. We need to figure out. All right. So that resonated more with Republicans and independents. I'm not doing universal basic income. Uh, all right, so let's go to healthcare. And I'm gonna address sick premiums. All right, strategize with campaign manager. All right, Walt Vickers is incompetent. We're not gonna. All right, so we're at 4.7 million, and let's see. All right, so we're well ahead of Democratic opponent. So let's do our interviews. Alright, so we got 36,000. Alright, let's go back to the economy. And let's address the income gap. Alright, so we got independence up to 50%. That was, I believe when we started out with this episode, that was either 47 or 48. Alright, so let's go to the next week. So we have 9 weeks left. Alright, so we have 42,000 we brought in. Alright, let's go to marketing. Still remain on the radio. Alright, let's go back. Let's double check here. Health. Health policy. We're going to support regulating prescription drug prices. Let's go to marketing. Go to health. Regulate drug prices. Alright, so that gained about a 1% response from Republicans and Independents. Let's go back to... Alright, so... let's check our policy. Alright, so we want to decrease taxes. Nope, don't need to do that. Alright, let's do center views. Alright, let's go to marketing. Taxes, we're going to do income tax rates. Alright, so we lost some right there. Alright, let's check our opponent. He's at 4.8 million. I am at 5.9, so I'm still a little ahead. Let's go to finances. This is going to be really expensive for us. Let's take some of our own money. as we are a billionaire, so we can afford to do that. Let's go to the next week. All right, we brought in 29,000. So we're getting less. So we need to. Yeah, we really need to concentrate more on the economy. Let's go to the next week. All right, so we have 6 weeks left until the primary election. And we pretty much have this in the bag for the Republican nomination. All right, so yeah, that's what we needed to do. We needed to concentrate more on the economy. Um, let's just continue to talk about the economy. All right, strategize with campaign manager. All right, he has some negative traits. All right, this guy's not even relevant. All right, so he raised 7.5 million. Ooh, he just passed us. Um, all right. So let's go to these interviews. All right, we're at 7.5. He's 7.528. We're at 7.505. All right. Um, let's go with the income gap. And let's go to the next week. All right, crime and guns. All right. Stand your ground laws. Death penalty. They're in favor of that. Arming teachers. Stricter gun control. Handgun. All right. All right. check our opponent. He's at 8.3 million. We are at 8 million. Alright, let's look at his... A ban on handguns will distribute... No, it won't. Let's go to guns. Let's do an attack ad. Brian... guns. Attack ad. Handgun ban. And... Alright, so that brought us a little more into the positive area. And we'll hammer on him again on that same topic. We have a month left. Slide out a spin the day. We'll do that. Alright, more interviews. Alright, brought in 35,000. Alright, economic growth is a negative for Republicans. That's weird. Make out better with income inequality. Okay. So let's go to that. Alright, more interviews. Alright, another $35,000. Let's go back to marketing and yeah, we're gonna do that same thing. Income inequality. I mean income, yeah, well, same thing. Alright, so that drew a 10% effect on Republicans. Alright, 2 weeks left. Alright, 33,000. Alright, so this is it. Primary election begins after this. So we're gonna have to stay on message and yeah, let's hammer on the inequality gap. that affected independents even more too. Let's check our phone. He's at 10 million. We are at 9.4. So that's some cause of concern right there. And let's go to the primary. Alright, so let's look at the results as they come in. Again, I know we have this in the bag for the Republican nomination. So Carlos Garza should be out of this. I pretty much ignored the other three. Alright, so this is some cause of concern because he won 857,000. And although I won 198, obviously these three aren't going to add up. But then again, independents aren't in this at all, so we still stand a chance. And we got 43%, almost 43.5%. So the biggest thing, all right, independent voters will be very important. Yep, yes they will. All right, so if we do this right, we'll have to concentrate on independent voters. All right, arming teachers. All right, what did I put down for stand your ground? Let's change that. All right, so I'm going to end this episode. You guys can let me know what you think of the series so far. Um, Obviously, last poll, you guys said you wanted the series to continue. So please share, leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for your support. I will see you soon.